If you are an empath and you feel like you take on a lot of energies from other people and are very sensitive, well, listen up because this video is for you. You will find out why that is like that and what you can do in order to release and let go of these energies. My name is Leandra. I'm a human design specialist, also into numerology and astrology, and I work in the holistic health field. And if you want to work with me, check out all the links down below. So if we look at the lens of human design on a human or also on any other life form, we always have an energetic body that we can see. So the body of a human is set up with energy centers which correlate or come from the chakra points, which you might have heard of before. So we basically have certain energy points in our body, and always with these energy points we're able to either receive energy from the outside world or we're giving energy into the world. And each person has a very unique configuration of these energy points, which means that we're all very unique and very different in the way that we utilize these energies. That means that some people are more givers of energy and other people are more receivers of energy. Most people are a mix or a balance of the two of them, and therefore able to give and receive energy equally. So every time we're with another person, we're gonna exchange energy with someone, always receiving and giving in different parts or different areas of our life. And we're also meant to do these things as humans because we're here to learn and grow with each other, from each other. There is no human that has the complete human design chart filled in, meaning only is a giver of energy, and there is no person that is only a receiver of energy, which tells us that obviously we're here to connect with each other and always interchange our energies with each other. Otherwise, we'd probably be living alone on a planet just for ourselves, right? So here's the thing, when you have more energy receptors, and that's what we call in human design openness, which means that the chart is basically more blank than colored in, if you look at your chart, then you are more sensitive, you are more of an empath, which also means that you feel or sense other people very strongly in a lot of different areas of your life. And that can mean that only if you're going out to a grocery shop or on the street that you're sensing and feeling already a lot from people around you. And depending who that person is or who these people are, that can sometimes feel good and sometimes it can feel not so nice. And you might have taken on energies just from going on a walk of someone and taken it into your energy field, and it's not even your energy. The beauty of human design is to understand and realize who you are, what are your energies, and what are not your own energies. And therefore bringing awareness here and releasing and letting go everything that is not yours, so you can come back to yourself and so you don't carry these energies for longer than it's actually good for you. And if you want to find out what these energies are for you, get in touch for a personal reading, because that is really the best way to find out about all these tiny little nuances, all about these things. And you can book a consultation with me in the links that I have down below. Coming back to the topic, so you could call yourself a super empath the more openness you have. And sometimes it feels a little bit heavy. Sometimes we don't really know what to do with these energies, right? Because our system is not equipped to handle these. Our system is here to observe these energies and to learn from these energies, but not to integrate them, not to let them permanently be in your energy system, because what happens is it will drain you. It will take away from your focus. It will take away from the energies that you're meant to hold. And that can have long-lasting effects on your health, for example, but also especially on your decision-making process. Because if you take decisions from energies of other people that you've been taking on, then you have a problem, obviously, because you're not making your own decisions anymore. And that is so important because decisions that we're taking now are gonna navigate the future that you are creating. And step by step, you're building your future. And if you do that by decisions from other people, you will not live the life that you deserve or that you want to create. That's why it's important that you come back to yourself and make your own correct and right decisions. And for doing so, you need to be cleansed and cleared from outside energies. So, what can you do in order to cleanse and clear these energies again? The most obvious thing is obviously when you feel like you've been taking on a lot from other people, go back into your own energy, go back into your own zone. Sometimes we need to spend time on ourselves, and I know there's people out there who have really difficult time to spend time on their own. They constantly want and need to be around other people, but every single person sometimes needs to take time for themselves in order to check back in with you and see who you are and not who the outside energies are that you are carrying, or be permanently under the energies of other people. So if you feel a little bit heavy of some energies, outside energies, go back into your own space and spend some time alone, spend some time with yourself. Especially nature, obviously, as you can imagine, is beautiful for doing so. The next thing is you can cleanse yourself on a regular basis. For example, with Palo Santo, with incense sticks, or even a little bit more heavy is sage or any other herbs like rosemary, and all of these kind of herbs. The one that I would recommend daily is incense sticks. It's really nice to have it in the house. What we do for a human body to cleanse the body is Palo Santo. That's the best here. And if we need to cleanse a space, like more in depth, then sage would be the recommended one because it has the strongest properties. So this is something you can integrate into your everyday routines and you can integrate into your everyday life. And the next one is taking a bath or taking a shower, because water has purifying energies or purifying properties. So if you are showering, you're really rushing away energies from other people, or if you go for a swim, or if you are taking a salt scrub, for example. So this is also really helpful if you feel a little bit cluttered. Just go in the shower or take a bath, and it's going to help you find back to yourself. Next thing that you can do when you are still in the process maybe of feeling that someone is around you who has a little bit of a negative energy, or there's many people around you where you feel a little bit overwhelmed, is that you imagine that you're wearing a protective suit, or you imagine a bubble of light around you. So that can help that you don't even let these energies inside of your field, and you create this protective space around you. I used to do that when I was riding with a subway, because I felt like that was very tense, especially in Berlin. So I would imagine that I'm wearing a suit, or I have this bubble of light around me where nothing and no one can go in, and nothing and no one can touch me with this. And it requires a little bit of practice, because it might not work in the first time that you're imagining it, but over time it becomes better and better. And sometimes I even imagine when I see someone maybe walking across the street and I don't like their energy, that I'm invisible, or that they cannot see me, that they cannot sense me, and therefore they're not robbing my energy. And last but not least, if you notice that you're meeting with people maybe that you know also, and every single time afterwards you feel that they've been energy vampires, or that they've been taking your energy, then these are probably not your people. I'm sorry to say that, but they are probably the wrong people for you, at least at this moment in time. So therefore you can also maybe have a little bit of distance from these people, or maybe don't hang out with them that often anymore, because ideally in every sort of situation, in any sort of connection, we're having an equal energy exchange where we both feel lit up and we feel like we've learned something. That obviously we can have a bad day, right? Or we can have a bad moment. That is not the point here. The point is when you feel like someone is a consistent energy vampire around you, let that person go, or create a distance between you and that person, because you deserve to fill up your cup, to have energies filled, to be yourself, and to come back to who you truly are, and therefore make your right and correct decisions. So yeah, if you've been following until the end of this video, you might want to consider subscribing or giving me a thumbs up. And yeah, that helps me bring out more content like this. And yeah, I hope I see you either for a reading or for the next episode. Bye for now.